everyone, and welcome back to the next Sewing Cafe. Today also Hannah is here as usual, but we also have someone extra, Caroline.
Hi.
Or Caroline in Dutch as we say it. And they are here because together they organize a sewing competition called Sew It Up. And I invited them so we could talk about the competition, so maybe you know, maybe you don't, but after this it will hold no more secrets. Okay, so first things first, what is Sew It Up?
Yeah, Sew It Up is an online sewing competition for people based in Belgium and the Netherlands. So you don't need to be
a native
Dutch speaker, or you don't need to have a Belgian passport, but you do need to live in Belgium or the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
And what we want to do is we want to encourage creativity, and we want to have a platform for sewists in Belgium and the Netherlands where they can show makes for adults.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Sew It Up itself started out as a competition, and now it's evolving, but we still have the competition element, so that's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so and how did you came up with the idea to organize this sewing competition?
Well, there was one night where we were discussing on Twitter with some people the fact that it was such a shame that you had the Great British Sewing Bee and then Project Runway, other countries more larger platforms for adult sewing, and it was such a shame that we didn't have it here in Belgium. Mm-hmm. So we thought, yeah, maybe we should just like organize something. And then some said, yeah, I won't organize because I'd rather begin and participate in the competition. And then we said, no, we want to organize, and that's more our thing. So that's when the idea came, and I think 2 months later the first Sew It Up competition was a fact. So
crazy time frame.
Yeah.
Okay. So and how did you came up with the name Sew It Up?
Pie and tea.
Yeah, we brainstormed during some pie and tea. It was actually the first time that we met each other,
yeah.
like properly.
In real life.
No, we met once, like for 30 minutes or something like that, in a meetup in Antwerp. But it was the first time, so it was a little bit exciting, but
yeah, it was awkward for 2 seconds, and then it was okay.
Yeah, then it was
perfect.
So we just came up with a bunch of names, and then we thought, oh, Sew It Up, it sounds so vibrant and energetic and fun. And so we really wanted to pick that name, and that's how it came.
We even don't remember the old names anymore.
No. So it's like,
yeah,
it's too far gone.
Yeah.
And since it's a competition, you need candidates, but how do you actually select people if they can or cannot participate?
Well, usually we just put out a great announcement on our website, and we say, hey, it's another edition, if you would like to participate, send us some information and some pictures of your work. And then one day we get together with pie and tea again, and then we are like, oh no, they're all so good.
Yeah.
And then we have to pick some, and that's really the hardest part, because everybody can apply, but then we have to pick 6 people
to
actually participate.
Yeah.
That's very difficult.
Yeah, because you cannot say that, for instance, someone who has only 1 year of sewing experience, you cannot participate. That's not how it works. Because sometimes, yeah, it's not how it works, because sometimes they have really, really nice things to show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always a mix between people with some experience, people who have a really unique style, people from the Netherlands, from Belgium.
Different age groups.
Yeah, yeah. We try to keep it in a very, very good mix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you get some diversity in between the people who participate.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, we don't have anyone from the Netherlands, now we have to pick one. No, we will take the work.
A minimum.
Yeah, we will take the work first, but it's always nice to have a nice mix involved.
And who can participate?
Well, basically everybody who lives, who has an address in Belgium or the Netherlands. You don't need to speak Dutch. You can also speak, we only do the communication in Dutch and English, so one of those 2 languages would be very practical. Yeah. But if you live there, it's okay.
Yeah, and you have to sew for yourself. During the competition of Sew It Up, you have to sew for yourself.
Yeah.
So everyone has to be the model and the sewist at the same time.
Okay. There are, every week there's a different subject or theme or they have to work around. How do you think of them, or is there a secret?
Or tea.
Pie and tea is the solution to every
everything.
problem.
Yeah, it is. No, it's actually like this. We just meet up and we start brainstorming and oh, that would be fun and that would be fun. We often think about things that we would love to do ourselves. Of course, we get some inspiration from the Project Runway series.
Or Sewing Bee.
Sewing Bee series 2. We once did the Unconventional Materials Challenge.
That was hilarious.
But I think we achieve in searching for the right challenges by ourselves too.
Yeah,
Sometimes
and I
it's
also
fun.
think what we also try to make sure is that there are really a lot of different challenges. Like one is very much how creative are you,
Yeah.
what is your personality, let it shine, and then the other one will be okay, so a winter coat and it needs to include buttonholes and welt pockets, so it's a very technical challenge. And we really want to have that mix so we can also see for the participants what they are good at, what they need to work on maybe a little bit, and you can also really see it. We get the emails from the participants, oh my god, I really hated this! And then next week, oh my god, this one was awesome!
So that seems like a lot of work. Is it a lot of work to organize it?
We're very good at coming up with new ideas to give ourselves more work.
Yep.
Plus, we're organizing everything on top of our day job, which also take up a considerable amount of time. But actually, it's so much fun that it's not that much of a problem to
No.
have all the work and get it done.
No, we just create the time needed. Sometimes it's a bit scrambling for getting ready in time, but
yeah,
it's okay. If it's not doable, we just skip something. But no one notices it.
Yeah, because we don't know what your plans are. That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of blogging in general, or keeping a website or something like this. So.
Okay. So, and you also have Sew It Up Monthly now. Could you tell us a bit about it? What is it, and how did you come up with it?
Well, we found it a pity that so the first 2 editions of Sew It Up were in the same year, but it's too much for us to handle. It's really crazy. So we decided to keep the Sew It Up competition once a year in September, October, November. Because that's a large quantity of time that goes by, we thought it would be great to keep a competition, a sort of competition, but more like a platform during the several months in between competitions. So now we have Sew It Up Monthly, and each month you get a team, and then you create an outfit or one piece of clothing for an adult person. So it doesn't have to be yourself, it can be someone else, but it still has to be an adult. And it has to be in the team that we selected. And then we make some sort of post where we collect a roundup with a collection of everyone. All the pictures are sent to us by mail, and then we put them in one post or in 2 posts if there's too much. And we give some tips during the month, how to handle some fabrics, what to do in certain cases and stuff like that. And in the end of the month someone is picked just at random, and that person
receives a cute little prize.
A little prize.
We do a little giveaway, but only for those people who send in
who
participated.
Okay.
What I also like about Sew It Up Monthly is that we really get the opportunity to form a community. We already have people that participated
in every month.
Every month, and they send us emails, and they are very active on our Facebook page saying like, hi, I really like this challenge, but February is too short, can we make it a little bit longer? And then we really try to engage a little with people who want to participate. We love that.
Okay. And why did you choose that people can only send in garments that are made for adults?
Because we wanted to keep the spirit of the adult clothing platform alive. So there's already so much for children, and we.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. You don't have to understand it the wrong way. Any sewing is good, especially the cute little children stuff. But
we couldn't relate.
No, we couldn't, and we thought it would be great that people who are sometimes sewing for a long time but don't really have the time or just don't want to make a big fuss about it or blog a lot about it, they can put it on our platform. And that's the beauty of it, because it's in Dutch too. They feel more related to that.
Okay, so we're actually trying to fill two holes. One hole because there are a lot of things out there for people who sew for children, but not so much for people who sew for themselves. And the second one is that you want to see what people make who don't want to have a blog or put that much time and effort in there. So they also have a place
to put it on
to showcase their work. Because a lot of people are doing great work in their little nooks in their house, and it doesn't get showcased that often. And I think it's really important to be able to show what you're making.
Okay, cool. You're also making a newsletter. What can we expect from that?
Yay! A newsletter. Well, that's actually my baby a bit. We were like, yeah, we need to have a newsletter. I was like, I'm going to do this. So I read a lot of newsletters from very interesting people who write about really interesting sewing related and business related things. And I really think it's an advantage to for your readers and also for yourself, because you get to communicate with readers in another way, a more personal way as well. So what we do is we make sure everyone stays up to date on what's happening on the website, on sewitup.be, is the correct spelling? And then we make a roundup of what's happening in the sewing world, both in Belgium, the Netherlands, but also abroad. And we also have a little goodie each month, a little freebie for everyone who's reading our newsletter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So subscribe.
Subscribe. You can go to the website www.sewitup.be. Oh God, it's hard. And then you can subscribe in the top right corner of the website.
Okay, cool. So you had 2 editions of Sew It Up. Is there anything that you learned or some things that you would like to change on the 3rd edition?
Huge learning curve.
Yeah, especially because the first edition was like a 1 month or 2 month period where we just all had to organize it in one time. So the 2nd edition was already a huge difference in the first one, and now in the 3rd edition there will be a great difference too, because we will change the process of the competition a bit. We will. It used to be that every week some contestant had to leave the competition. It was so sad. It was always the one who had lesser votes, and it was so sad because it were always people that we thought, oh, maybe in this challenge
they're going to shine, they're going to do really good.
And then we were so sad that they had to leave, and also the participants were sad to leave. So we thought maybe it's better to just keep them in the competition for the whole competition, and then every week we count the votes, and then we make a large sum of it, and then we see who wins at the end of the competition. So everyone stays in the competition, and so nobody has to leave early.
I think it will be really suspense building as well. I think when you have 5 weeks and you get to know each other, and then in the end it's the big finale with the personal style challenge, I think it will be fireworks.
Awesome. I think it's also a great improvement, because it's so sad if people have to go.
It always is. Of course, that's always an element of competition, but on the other hand, you work. Mostly the participants are already making their next pieces without even knowing if they will go through, and that's a bit sad and a bit annoying maybe, so that's why we changed it up.
When will the next edition be?
We planned it last week, I think, and it will be, you can
subscribe in August.
In August, and then we will announce participants by September, and it will start in October. So everybody will have a lot of time to prepare. You get 6 weeks to prepare this time, because we had some feedback that it wasn't enough time to prep yourself, and we so we listen. We always listen. We always listen. Well, it's not. We will not always change things, but we try to make it as good as possible. So October is D-Day.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But information will follow.
Yeah,
On
on the
the blog.
website, on the blog.
Yeah.
On Facebook, everywhere.
Every channel that we have.
And you can get some more information. If you would like to participate, just go take a leap of faith. Send in some nice pictures and stuff because that's very important.
Yeah,
Nice pictures.
Nice pictures.
And then you can
not professional, just like
With
clear pictures.
clear
pictures.
Yeah.
So then just try and maybe you will be one of the 6 contestants and that would be so nice.
Yeah, we'll be really honored.
Yeah.
We're always honored if, like, when the submissions start to come in, we're like, oh my god, somebody actually wants this. that's the best part. I'm always like, but Caroline, what if we don't have any participants?
Then that's sad.
So.
No, but it's never that way. We always have to pick, and it's really, really awful to do, to pick the contestants from a huge bunch, because we always have 3 times the candidates that we have placed for, so it's not really fun to do, but at the same time it is.
It is a little bit,
It is a little.
It's also a lot of fun to see all the good work.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there something you want to say at...
Yeah, I think, for Sew It Up Monthly we usually pick the themes ourselves, but we had a lot of suggestions from people on our Facebook page, on the website, on Twitter, and so we always listen.
We always do.
But we want to give the opportunity to everyone, so if you are thinking about a crazy theme you want to sew something about for this theme, that's not English.
No, it's not, but I think they understand.
Yeah, so if you come up with a crazy theme, you can submit it by using our Facebook page or our website.
Or
Twitter, yeah. But make sure that you direct it immediately at us, not below the post, because we might miss it.
Yeah.
And we need a theme for April and we need one for May. So if you have an idea, please submit, because we really like to see what you can come up with.
Yeah.
Make it crazy.
Big.
Small. Okay,
We just had to do that.
Yeah, of course.
okay, but thank you very much for the interview.
You're welcome.
Thanks for
I hope,
having us.
you're very, very welcome. I hope you learned something and that you like Sewed Up. So go to their website, to their Facebook. They also have a Twitter account, so you can stay up to date with all the plans.
Get in touch, because we love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. And submit at least, if you watch this video, you should at least submit 1 team to the Sew It Up Monthly.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
And then we will have teams for like the next 10 years.
10 years of Sew It Up Monthly.
You have until the 10th of March, so you need to hurry.
Okay, so still a little time. Okay, so thanks again, and we will
Thanks for
see
having
you on the next
Sewing
Cafe.